So, go. So again, I'm Gordon Lang. I'm the host of Poets in the Attic. I love following the leftist marching band. It is going to make me change the order of my poems, though, because I can't start with a downer right after that. I also think it's really fitting that they're playing right, that we're actually reading right above what was the Lincoln Symposium downstairs. And Lincoln was, of course, part of that, the first Republican Party, the original leftists. They've kind of changed their identity since then, and relates to my first poem, How to Change Your Identity Using Only a Hat and a Pen. It's a different kind of change. Choose from found objects and adverbs. Acorn lightly, somewhat rhubarb. Turn your hat bill backwards and tag the toilet stall door 10SNE1. Cover your face with your hat and practice "you lookin' at me." Draw new eyebrows somewhere above the last ones you drew. Ink in a mustache this time as well. Write inside your hat band, Kansas City Giant Slalom Champ 1993. And sign your name left-handed, that'll fool 'em. Otherwise, be otherwise. In all things, be otherwise. There are a whole bag of trick names to choose from. Newcomer, new begin, freshman, morning star. Find a new voice at karaoke night. Use it as your cell phone voice. Swap cell phones with the person beside you on the bus. It's better they don't know. Leave your hat behind if you feel guilty. Hang out behind the backstop at Little League games, yelling, "No bada, no bada." Bury your feet in the sand at the beach and wait for a dog to pee on you, for the tide to come in, for the tidal need to pee to rise up inside you, but this time, pee as someone else. Draw new fingerprints on each finger. Beg for spare change on the corner if you still have your hat. Otherwise, sell your pen. Otherwise, sell your clothes. Otherwise, sell whatever service you have to offer. Take all of the money you've made and invest it in a new drink, a new intoxicant. Blot out all memory of you. But first, take out that pen. You didn't sell it, did you? And write on the back of a cocktail napkin a big mother X. And above that, write, "You are here," or "My name is," or "Directions home." And put it in your pocket, if you still have one. That poem is featured on the New Poetry Society of New Hampshire Facebook page. Look for more of them coming. And maybe you want to get some of your stuff featured there too. This is a poem I didn't think I'd ever have to read again. I wrote it 6 years ago. Kansas, the State Board of Education was debating over whether or not to teach intelligent design in the classroom, giving it equal footing. And I wrote this, it's called Big Fish. Oh, Kansas, you too were once a muddy tidal estuary, harboring a raft of bubbly eggs in your grassy swamp, the way my wife once cradled a blind, suckling kitten in the apron of her skirt. But now the tide is out, and we stand dry here on the high plain so flat we can't see past the muscled heads and shoulders of the next guy. The grass remains, and the hot, full gas still hangs about us, already saturate, unable to absorb one more thing, unable to give up any whit of use but comfort, to the part of us that longs to cloak itself in the downy wrap of what it has already breathed. Your children are a pack of bubble boys, sterile, but cut off from the odd alien germ that might nourish. Yours are a hungry, gasping people. Give them air and give them food to eat. Darwin is a big fish, big enough to feed your 5,000 and their kin and their little ones as well, and on until there are none left to eat, and then it will feed what follows, if it may. But open the window first. The air is tired. The sound within this room smells trapped. The walls ferment the clear tone until it festers into some rancid pitch no cook ever intended. And here's one more. Dodging the bullets. Henrik turned to me and said, "You never know. And if you could, you'd only know one thing at best, like where you are, but not where you're headed, or how fast you'll get there, or if you knew your speed, direction, and your name, when you looked out the window at the blur of trees and grass and stars, you'd be lost, awash in uncertainty." Which shows how much he knew about journalism and ignorance, about not knowing. We're all incessant moaning, desperate over the necessity of a free press, fighting foes and airing the brain. These are democracy's corpuscles. The time is ripe for a muscular press in zebra stripes, but on the court the refs must be athletic enough to stay out of play, not get caught in the full court press, the pick and roll, and skew the game. Push harder here, and soon you're suckered, caught up in the surge and swell, and next thing you've lost count of steps, or which foot was the pivot. I'm going to bring up Nancy Bird next. Thank you.